Taking a look at earnings play. So I'm on Seeking Alpha. The link's down in the earnings play. Help me do this. So what are we looking at? You want to find stuff for like tomorrow, next week. I like getting in these like 2-3 days, one day before earnings, right? So you can just go through, like all these are for tomorrow. Look at this: Sanderson Farms, Abercrombie Fitch, Malibu Boats, yada yada. Take a ticker, right? Take a ticker. The one I grabbed that popped out at me was Dollar General. What I was actually hoping is it was beat up because I have strong faith in Dollar General right now. The dollar store, people are buying there. People are always going to be cheap. But take a look. So, what do? Same thing I always do on these. I find the E, the earnings, and I put a vertical line to show me what usually happens with the earnings. Just like most of them, it's all chart dependent. Last earnings, it was beat up before the earnings came out. Okay, so if something is beat up and the earnings coming out and there's high conviction, I like buying those. You buy calls, right, or the shares. Earnings were green and good, and guess what? It skyrocketed. Earnings before that, it was way beat up. Look how it was just beat up. Look at that, beat. But guess what? Earnings came out and they were bad, and look what happened. It still rallied. Why? Because of the chart. If it looks cheap and the earnings come, it's probably going to go up. You know, sometimes you can get stuff where you get in these bull channels though, and this is what scares me about this play, is it's Dollar General. I mean, it's something that I believe I'm a macro bull. Like, I think it's always going to get bigger and bigger, man. There's Dollar Generals everywhere, more and more and more, more than Walmart's maybe. Anyway, so like you have this channel, you have this bull channel here. It had a good earnings, just kept going up. Good earnings here, just kept going up. Well, it did dump, maybe like a week after, but just keeps going up. So where are we at now? It has rallied, absolutely rallied. How much? Let's measure it. It's gone up like 20%, 18% since last earnings. So if this wasn't Dollar General, I'd be shorting right here for sure because it's already run up. So good earnings, people expect good earnings out of Dollar General. So it's already baked into this price action. People are expecting it. So most of the time, when it's already ripped like this, no matter what the earnings are, good or bad, it usually falls. But again, here's my scare, is that it's Dollar General. Am I going to play this one? I'm still on the fence. If I didn't like the company and I thought it was dumb and a meme stock or whatever, I'd be shorting it for sure. But I'm still, again, on the fence. I might just buy a couple of puts on it. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. Watch that one. Why am I mainly bringing this up? Because Mike actually, let's see, back over on volume. So he alerted us about a volume today. What was that volume? It was ticker UUU. So this thing was popping off today. He's like, dude, it's popping off, popping off. I have no idea what this company is, but this is a perfect example why we got to pay attention to even these weird names. UUU, Universal Security, what? Okay, look at this. So this thing was getting beat up, all right? So last earnings, it was down here like 547. It ran up to about 750. Then it came back down to basically the floor where that was at too, at about 550. And then guess what? Because it was down, we had earnings. I don't know what the earnings were. Standardized 0.006 per share, probably muted, kind of lame earnings. But still, because it was down, the earnings happened, and guess what? It went up. What is this thing? I don't even know. But this is why we got to watch them. I like finding the ones that are totally beat up. So what you want to do is you want to go over here. Just pick one, right? Snowflake. I don't know. Look at it, man. Zero. All these. Then bring it over to the charts. See what action, where it's at. If the chart is just kind of sitting in the middle channel like this, I usually just walk and go to the next one. Wait until you see one that's totally crazy, right? One that kind of looks like Dollar General, where it's like, boom, people are expecting good earnings. If it's done that since last earnings, chances are after earnings is going to dump. Apple, everybody, that's what happens. But on the same side, if it has oops, gone down, if it has gone down since last earnings, say earnings was, we're thinking it's just going down, it's going down, it's going down. It looks like that, and you think you see a big future in the company, and we got earnings coming up the next day, like right here. This might be one we buy calls for or regular shares, right? Because we're thinking, dude, no matter what the earnings are, it's probably going to go up because the company's rad, people like it. So this is what you want to look for. Find a chart that either is all the way mooned or all the way tanked, with earnings coming within about a week or less, and bring it up. Just throw it, go over here, help me out. I got 8 arms, but it's still not enough. Come over to earnings plays and just start dumping charts, dude. Right? That's what I've been doing. I've been like 9 for 10. 9 out of 10 I've been banking on the past 2 weeks. All right? So just come dump the charts. Say, hey, what do you guys think? Do you know this company? Whatever. Let's start getting these things. There's so much money. There's guys and girls who just make money doing these. These are some of the easiest plays out there if you only buy when it's super high or super low. Don't buy it in the middle. Let me know. Help me out. Let's keep banking, guys.